Microsoft has been anything but unconventional lately. With their line of thinking and their line of movement and their unlimited wallet, it seems like they're doing things that a lot of us maybe would have thought impossible. But at the end of the day, Microsoft is actually going out there and accomplishing these things and doing these things. And I think that that's a truly scary prospect if you're Sony. PlayStation highly counts on the ability to attract gamers to a more of an old school style of setup. And even for me personally, I love that kind of setup, right? I love the idea that Sony is catering more towards the traditional console valued gamer, where you get rewarded for buying into the console and buying the ecosystem and things like that. I actually really like that. But when it comes to a lot of these other things, I think Microsoft has a lot of ideas, and whether those ideas will be 100% effective or 100% work, we don't know yet. It's just too early to tell. But one thing I can tell you right now from what we hear from this bit of information is that Microsoft is definitely taking it to Sony, and this could lead to a lot of people going with Xbox in the very near future. And I'm not saying that they'll stop playing PlayStation, but Xbox might be the de facto console, in particular in like North America and things like that. I just think that this is too big to ignore, but it's going to be a topic that you're not going to want to miss. Trust me when I say that. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crap Gamer, and this of course is Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice some changes around this place, but hey, that shouldn't stop you from giving me a like and possibly even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means the world to me, and all I can ask is, hey, please give us a like. You know, I do a lot of hard work on these videos. Even if you know, just come here occasionally or whatever, just leave a like. That's really all I'm asking, and the main reason is just because it helps the channel be seen and things like that. So, you know, things are always kind of in flux, and I'm just trying to do my best, and I'm trying to continually learn and continually get better. So I'm sure a lot of people are probably tired of hearing about the whole Activision thing, right? Activision, Microsoft buying Activision, Blizzard, and what it's going to mean for the future of video games and stuff like that. So, obviously, a lot of people are kind of wondering, hey, what does this mean? What does it mean for PlayStation? You know, how's it going to work out for them with the exclusives and stuff like that? Well, you know what? I think it really kind of comes down to what Microsoft wants to do after any kind of, you know, any type of deal that was made prior is worked out. And now we have some information on just that. And boy, I tell you what, it sounds like Microsoft, at least from what it looks like initially, and it looks a little bit different than even what I thought. It sounds like Microsoft might be wanting to pull Call of Duty off of PlayStation and, you know, keep it exclusive to the Xbox and the Xbox ecosystem. So, you know, I think that that's something that a lot of people are going to be talking about, and this is something that we have right here. Following Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, sources who claim to have inside information say that the next 3 Call of Duty games are slated to release for PlayStation as well as Xbox consoles. 4 anonymous insiders told Bloomberg that Activision had already committed to these releases beforehand. The 3 Call of Duty games in questions are this year's title, believed to be the 2019 sequel to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the next Call of Duty game after that, presumably from Black Ops Cold War studio Treyarch, and a new iteration of the free-to-play game Call of Duty Warzone. Now, Xbox head Phil Spencer had previously said Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and he said that they plan to continue to support those communities going forward. But in response to concerns of Call of Duty becoming an Xbox exclusive, he later unambiguously confirmed that Call of Duty will remain on PlayStation in Twitter posts saying, "Sony is an important part of our industry and we value our relationship," which I've already kind of been over with you guys as well. Just to reiterate, he said, "Had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony's an important part of the industry." So, a lot of people are asking what comes next. It's possible that Microsoft wouldn't make Call of Duty an exclusive, since the series has traditionally sold better on PlayStation consoles, especially lately. Although back in the Xbox 360 era, things were a little bit flip-flopped, where Xbox was definitely known to have better sales when it comes to Call of Duty. A lot of this thanks to the ability to have the maps on the Xbox 360 version first. Yeah, so it's very interesting. So, but a lot of profits would be lost if the game were to come to Xbox only. However, Bloomberg sources say they have no idea what Microsoft plans for Call of Duty after those 3 games will be, and it's entirely possible that these pre-established agreements are the only things keeping it on PlayStation, meaning that Microsoft will see no reason to extend them or to agree to a new deal. Microsoft's promise of not depriving PlayStation owners of certain Activision games is very similar to what it said after buying out Bethesda 2. Since that acquisition, though, the likes of Starfield, The Elder Scrolls 6, which had been presumed to release for PS5 beforehand, is now slated for Xbox consoles only. Making Call of Duty Xbox only would certainly be an extremely unpopular move among the PlayStation community and generate quite the backlash. But the possible probability, who knows what's going to happen, and it probably wouldn't deter Microsoft in the slightest, since it would only encourage more people to invest in the Xbox platform and Xbox consoles. Now, the main thing that I kind of wanted to point out here is that, gamers in general can be a little bit fickle. Yes, there would be a little bit of backlash there, but you can't really have it both ways. Microsoft kind of got made fun of quite a bit for not having a lot of exclusive AAA games, and now they're buying it up. They're doing things differently than Sony, and a lot of people kind of have an issue with that and take some issues with that. Make no mistake, while I don't think it would be 10 million that would just all of a sudden switch and go to Xbox, I do believe that we would see quite a few people leaving the PlayStation platform in favor of Xbox, because at that point, I mean, honestly, with what Microsoft is doing, the casual isn't really going to have to spend as much money anymore. You could pick up a Series S or whatever for $270 or whatever they're selling, pick up some Xbox Game Pass, and then you're pretty much good to go. I mean, imagine that, because if you're paying for Xbox Live Ultimate, you're getting, all the stuff that realistically you might get as a casual gamer. You're going to be getting Call of Duty. You're going to be getting, Fortnite. That's free, and it's free to play now on Xbox as well. You got your Apex. You got your, all that stuff. Honestly, even the Madden games come to, the Game Pass Ultimate at some point. So, all your bases are covered. You basically, although I don't say this, and I don't think like this, but you basically don't have to buy games anymore if you're a certain type of gamer and you buy an Xbox and you want, and you want something to play, right? It's very much just right there, all laid out in front of you. So in that way, Microsoft is very brilliant. For me personally, I always say that you 100%. I think people should buy games and continue to buy games, and I think that, it's kind of weird when people kind of tout that they don't buy games, but there is a gamer in general, like a very casual gamer, that won't have to buy games and will probably be perfectly fine with that, and that's what Microsoft wants. I mean, Microsoft is pushing this subscription type service, and it is a really good deal if you think about it. For me personally, I don't want to get into the whole ins and outs of it, but when it comes to subscription services, I just feel like there's not much you could do with that in terms of, I can't let somebody borrow that, I can't resell it, I don't own it, so they could do whatever they want with it, right? That's the thing that I kind of worry about, particularly when it comes to the third party stuff. So I think that that's one of the things that everybody's going to have to kind of come to terms with. A lot of people believe that these types of subscription services are going to be the future. And, at the end of the day, maybe they're right. But I still feel like a lot of people will want to buy their games, and a lot of people will want to own their games and be able to trade them in, maybe be able to, let your friends borrow them or whatever, if it's talking about physical discs. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And I hope that in the future, that keeps happening, that we always have the option, because I know it's always said that we have the options right now, but at the same time, are we always going to have that option? I feel like it's very important to always have that option there for us. Now, with that being said, I know people are going to feel a little bit different about these things than me. They might feel the same way as me. I don't know. But hopefully you guys did learn something from this video, and I will link this in the description. You guys can check it out. Microsoft not playing games. It looks like signs are pointing to them pulling Call of Duty and having it be exclusive after 2023. What do you think about this? Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.